Thanks, Mark. Thanks for joining us this evening.
No problem.
A tough game against Haverford this weekend. How are you going in preparing for that match?
Yeah, it's a tough game. Distance to travel, but although we didn't win last week against Flint, it was improved performance. So it's important to build on that, make sure that our performance is consistent. We've got a game plan to execute. We know what their problems they can cause us, so it's making sure that we're solid in all that we do, and then making sure that what we think how we can hurt them happens.
We're now coming to the tail end of the season. Only a couple of games left now. What are your personal aims now towards the end of the season?
To win a game would be good for the just for the club really, and to make sure that we build on the positive performances that we've had. Like I said, I just mentioned with Flint last Saturday. We felt we should have got something from the game, not necessarily 3 points, but at least a point. So it's, like I say, it's to build on that really, and keep our consistency.
Beyond this season, obviously a few weeks ago it was confirmed that Airbus would be relegated for next season. Looking towards next season, what are you hoping for from the team for the next campaign?
It's important to speak to the players, and get a basis of who's staying, and inevitably there'll be players that will leave. But from my point of view, it would be to come straight back up. A lot of players have played in that league below before, and if we got the right squad together with additions and keeping players, there's definitely a possibility of coming straight back up, and to keep bringing young lads from the academy through, which is a key aspect that the club like to promote and for us to build on. We feel we've done that this season, albeit some that are very young and shouldn't probably be around it, but they've gained that experience, and obviously we want to use that experience that they've had this season in the league below. Obviously,
it's been a tough season, as you mentioned. How do you keep the mentality of the players up going through such a tough period?
It's to be as positive and as we can. Importantly, is to have those high expectations and high standards, even when things are against you and people are low. And that happens even sometimes when you're in a winning team, that you can get low. But we have got a good set of lads here. Like I just said, it would be important to keep some of them. But it's just making sure that we keep that positivity. People may disagree with what I say here, but performances in majority of games haven't been far away. We've just lacked that bit of quality at times, or have been naive, and we've missed key players at times, and they're not excuses, they are facts, but there are also the times where we've let ourselves down with our performances. So I think as we go down, it's important to keep the positivity that we have, and remind ourselves of how well we've done at certain points in this season.